What is new radio? New radio is
streaming everywhere.
Listen to the show starting each weekday morning at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Okay, the big mystery has been solved, lady and gentlemen. We were on the edge of our toilet seats, waiting to find out if Lindsay is actually going to be able to work today because she's got to start evacuating for a colonoscopy.
Mm-hmm.
And
I hate that.
That's what it is.
It is.
Yeah. So you didn't even read the instructions and everything until yesterday. The colonoscopy is tomorrow.
Right.
When I had mine, I don't have to. This is not going to surprise anybody, but I had to get the prep stuff and all of that maybe a week or week and a half ahead of time. Mm-hmm. And I had somebody at my house poring over every detail of the instructions to make sure that I was doing what I was supposed to do. Because, I mean, she is my wife, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She wasn't going to wait until even close to the last minute to make sure everything is
right.
Yeah. So Lindsay just rolls up yesterday and says, let me pull out those instructions.
Yeah. I said, I got to figure out what time I got to start. Well, Kyle just did it, so I kind of knew the routine, but I didn't think about the timing is different. So, like, I'm going afternoon tomorrow. He went early morning. So there's going to be a difference in when you have to start the prep. Mm-hmm. So I don't start till tonight. But I think the real question is going to be, can I work in the morning? I think that's going to be. I work from my house tomorrow.
I don't think straight through.
Not straight through.
No. You won't be able to work without a break.
But can we do the segments? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't know. You got 4 hours to hang out and just be on like the strongest laxatives possible.
Yeah.
Well, what else am I going to do? Like lay in bed and just wait for it?
And if it kicks in tonight, you're not going to sleep very much.
Well, that's
if
true.
you take it at 7. So
Kyle was like, I'm going to sleep in the guest room. I'm like, why? He's like, trust me when I say you're going to be up all night. 7 p.m. to start. I go to bed at 8. I mean, wild.
Sweet dreams.
Yeah.
Sleep well.
Yeah.
And you went and tanked up on Cinco de Mayo tacos.
Oh.
I actually think that we're good. I don't even need the prep. I eat so many tacos. And I had tres leches cake.
Oh.
Because Crumble Cookie right now has the little cakes.
Mm-hmm.
So good. I ate almost the whole thing. I got a tummy ache. And then I was like, you know what? I don't even think I'm going to need this prep.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
I love talking about this. Mm-hmm. It's great. It's not embarrassing at all.
Yeah, and I'm sure all of the young radio shows are talking about the same thing today.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, Jody and I on our podcast this week talking about that she has frozen shoulder.
I know.
I mean,
that's what they call it. I saw it on the internet. It's frozen shoulder.
With menopause, hormones. Yeah.
Listen, I have a whole laundry list if you want to get into it.
Like, who is this person in front of me?
And she was getting DMs all day from listeners and viewers telling her, I had the same thing. Here's what you do. And they're just talking ailments on social media.
I think y'all should have hired someone like, I don't know, 20 years younger than me.
And then Lindsay's coming in about her colonoscopy.
Yeah.
She's going to be having hot flashes soon.
Yeah. Soon?
It's the whole thing. Well, you're just hot in general. I'm talking about the hot flashes, not just being hot natured.
Yeah. It's going to be real bad.
TJ, Riggins, and Lindsay want to thank you for listening. Let's go! This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Lily & Grace offers a wide range of furniture, accessories, light fixtures, fabrics, gifts, as well as custom creations and renovations. Visit the truly stunning boutique online at tjriggins.com/LG or in person at their store in Mooresville, North Carolina. Experience high-quality products, exclusive designs, and timeless style at Lily & Grace. You need to plan your visit today to see the unmatched selection of items. They can help you transform your home into the perfect living space. Learn more at tjriggins.com/LG.
Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. The easiest way ever to get everything TJ Riggins all in one place. The new Media Center is the easy way to access everything we do. The radio family asked for it, and now it's here. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
There's a new TJ and Riggins show each weekday morning at the new TJRiggins.com. Sponsored by our new favorite non-alcoholic cocktail, RSRV Collective. Get 30% off using code TJ at the deals page at TJRiggins.com.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show. With TJ, Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D, Rob. Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show. Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
I have to go do something today for my second job. You know, I'm starting a night job at WBT News Talk 1110 99.3 in Charlotte, News Talk station. And leading up to that, they're doing a lot of stuff to promote the show that I have coming up. And nothing's going to change about this show. Everything's going to be the same. I'll just be burning the candle at both ends and around the middle and up the sides and around the back.
All of it.
Yeah. So I'm going to be on a guest on one of the shows today. So I got to go into the big dangerous city.
Ooh.
And I'm going to be on the Pete Callender show at 1 Eastern today. So
What's he
anyone wants
talk
to
about?
check that out. Something about politics or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, something about politics.
Okay.
Calendar?
Calendar.
Calendar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Without the D.
Without the D.
Yeah. No Tech D. So speaking of the Tech D, Rob, he has pulled the trigger, made a big decision on something that he told us about that he was considering. So do you want to share the good news with them, Rob?
Sure. On the Memorial Day weekend, Friday, I will be flying to Minneapolis, Minnesota.
What?
Flying
Star
like a
Wars.
big boy.
But, I mean, should I be more
No,
excited about the flight, or where are you going?
we talked about it the other day.
Star Wars, yeah.
For that Star Wars tournament, Star Wars card tournament. Maybe you were in the
I don't think I
Bahamas.
was-
Yeah, you were misbehaving in the Bahamas. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so,
So it's a big deal. He's going all the way to Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Or
sorry.
regionals is what they call it.
Yeah.
Star Wars Unlimited Regionals.
And by yourself.
No, a friend of mine is going. He had already booked a hotel, and he told me all I needed to do was get a plane ticket, and I could stay in his hotel room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
congrats. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, they won hotel for 2 and a flight for 1.
Sounds that way.
Yeah. To Minneapolis, out of all places.
Fun.
It just sounds so exciting.
Yeah, so it's a Saturday and Sunday thing, but I'm going up Friday and leaving on Memorial Day. So I'll come
Nice.
home Memorial Day.
So what are you wanting to do when you go to Minneapolis in your free time? Is there anything about it that you want to go, take an adventure and see or do?
Yeah, I think I want to at least see the new Minnesota Vikings stadium because it looks pretty cool outside.
Yeah.
And I also want to go to the Mall of America.
Okay. Well, please, do I have to even say, be super, super careful and aware of your surroundings because Minneapolis is not a safe city anymore. It used to
it's
be.
not?
It's not now, no.
That's a shame.
No. So be super, super careful.
Now I'm worried.
Will it be safe for the reigning Southeast champion of Star Wars
Well,
Galactic
well, that person-
card
game
game?
was the champion.
That person will have plenty of security,
Yeah.
I would
obviously.
hope so.
Obviously.
Whoa.
And this is what wins the trip to Vegas? Or was that another
Yeah, this
deal?
is there's a couple of options for that one. So the one that I went to in Virginia was one you could win a trip to. I didn't win it there. So Minnesota, you could win a trip, but the top 8 people get a first day buy for Vegas. So even if I don't win, if I get top 8, I can still go to Vegas. I just can go a day later than I want to. I mean, a day later than I'd have to, and
Yeah. Well, I'm sure we'll talk about it a lot more. Godspeed, son. Godspeed.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh my God. I love it.
This is TJ and Riggins. Make your company part of the new radio explosion. Go to tjriggins.com/explosion. Thank you for joining us. This is TJ and Riggins. most important stories in the world. This is Now Trending on the TJ and Riggins Show.
The Met Gala happened last night. It is the top trending topic. That's just an event where celebrities dress up in the stupidest outfits you've ever seen. Here's one example. Andre 3000, one half of Outkast, wore an entire piano on his back to the event.
And what was the theme? I saw Kim Kardashian's outfit.
I believe they called it Black Style, highlighting black culture.
Okay.
And something else. It was kind of a
Generic.
long title for the theme. So I'm not really sure.
So could white people participate in this without being accused of cultural appropriation?
That's what I was kind of wondering. But there were quite a few white people. But yeah, I'd have to go read the theme again, because usually it's like something easy, like the church or I don't know, flamingos or whatever, and they all kind of take inspiration from that. But this one was like, I think it was black style.
And they got my I don't want to say my buddy because we don't know each other, but the guy that I like so much, Xavier Legay. They got him, the wide receiver for the Carolina Panthers from South Carolina. I saw him in a goofy looking outfit coming out of there last night.
They wear really bizarre outfits.
Oh, come on. Xavier.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what's going to start trending too. Did you see Kim Kardashian's outfit?
I did.
And so she had cleavage, but on her butt, like butt cleavage.
Very low dress in the back.
Guarantee you that's going to be like a thing now on the runway, and I guarantee.
Butt cleavage.
I mean, yeah.
It's good. I like that title.
I created that title.
Butt cleavage? Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Put that on a
Yeah,
shirt.
and I ain't mad at it, hey.
No, but
You like that?
No.
I think that's trashy.
Yeah. There was some chains going down. And
It wasn't a
quite
good
an
look.
outfit.
I don't care how much you glamorize it, it's still plumber's crack is what it's called.
Thank you. That's what I
That's
thought
what
it
it's called.
was. Yes. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. So Met Gala, top trending topic at the moment. Today is National Teacher Appreciation Day, but this week is National Teacher Appreciation Week. So today is the extra special day where you do something nice for your teacher. I don't know how many times this comes up throughout the year. I feel like there's multiple Teacher Appreciation Weeks, but
Been a few weeks.
yeah, this is the official one, I guess.
Maybe, but I thought it was just once a year, about once a year.
Is that it?
Yeah, something like that.
I donated to a box about a month ago for Teacher Appreciation.
Yeah, I remember that. That's why I was wondering. I remember that.
Well, they're just now spending it.
Okay. Yeah.
Or maybe it's like a season.
Or maybe we should just appreciate them all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it depends on how good they are.
Right.
They don't all deserve to be appreciated.
Well,
It's true.
Yeah.
Just like anything else.
And then Diddy, also one of the top trending topics, his trial kicked off yesterday with jury selection. The courtroom sketches show Diddy for the first time totally gray. Like
really?
white hair, and they don't have an actual picture of him, obviously.
Yeah.
It's just a courtroom sketch, but everybody that was in the courtroom said it was shocking to see him because he's just totally gray.
Whoa.
We've never seen Diddy, in that state before, but they're doing jury selection now. They expect it to last 8 weeks, this whole trial.
And if the court illustrator or whatever they call it, were biased against Puffy, he'd have drawn him all fat and gross looking and all that. Like on an episode of Modern Family, they had that, He was just drawing terrible pictures of him because he had a vendetta against him.
I love that.
What is Maycember? Well, we're in it right now. I'll explain it next.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Hey, it's TJ, the #1 influencer for Cozy Earth. So why did I agree to endorse such a frou-frou company like Cozy Earth? Well, because they wouldn't stop begging me. And at least all their stuff is super luxurious. And they have the perfect Mother's Day gifts. Now look, I'm not going to lie to you. You may have sticker shock right at first, but don't freak out because you're going to get a huge 41% discount on everything because you know me. Just use my name as the code and you're going to save a lot of money. Go to tjriggins.com/deals for Cozy Earth and use the code TJ this Mother's Day.
Add TJRiggins.com to your phone's home screen. Open your phone's browser, type TJRiggins.com, and click the top banner to learn how to easily add to both iOS and Android phones. Everything is now on the homepage, TJRiggins.com.
In Ace's memory, Peyton's Promise is doing more in 2025 thanks to you and great partners like the Temple Team at tjriggins.com/Temple Team or 704-235-3000. Let them know TJ sent you.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Baby, let's go.
Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show.
I'll ask the parents in the room, TJ and Lindsay, a woman pointed out this is the busiest time of the year aside from the weeks leading up to the holidays. Mm-hmm. She called it Maycember.
Because of the end of school and all of that kind of stuff.
I thought things would have ratcheted down as you lead up to the end of school. She said it's the complete opposite. It's the most stressful part of the year aside from Christmas.
Let me tell you how busy it is. I went yesterday to school to ask the teachers, what day can I bring Delilah's birthday cupcakes to the class? She's like, let me get a calendar. I'm doing it like a week after her birthday.
Yeah.
That's how busy they are. I can't even take it on her birthday.
I didn't realize this was like such a wild time.
Yeah.
And then you think about kids who are up in real school, you know, because Lindsay's kids are still little. They go to a preschool kind of thing. They have finals. They have, you know, some of them sweating whether or not they're going to pass to the next grade. They got to really buckle down at the end of the year. And then you got, like, she has the class parties and all of that for the smaller kids. Yeah, I could see it being like, but close to being as busy as Christmas, I don't know. I'm not saying it's not, but I don't know for sure about that.
Okay.
I have to ask my wife.
I mean, we got preschool party, graduation. They have a graduation coming up.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
This woman shared, she goes, this is like super stressful and schools aren't helping because this is what I got yesterday. In the 26 days, how many letters are there in the alphabet? 24, 26, something like that. 26 days leading up to the end of school.
Yeah.
They've given the students and the parents a checklist for every day there's a different event leading up to the final day. Starting today. Today is art day, so you have to send them with art supplies. Second day, B, bring your child's favorite bear or bunny that they can read stories to in class. The third day, crazy hair day. Jersey day. Exercise day, fun fact day where they have to bring in a project, fun thing about themselves, a favorite hat. It's just giving parents 26 things to do in the final days of school. That is insane.
So yesterday, Brooks had water day. I had to put him in swim trunks and a SPF, and then pack another outfit. Don't pack a lunch because they're getting pizza, but pack a water bottle. It's just like
So what they did? Go outside in the slip and slide, or
they did all the water.
And,
the water tables, and he had the best time. And then Delilah had fill day, so it's a lot.
Wow.
Why are they doing that?
I know, it's just the end of the year, they cram it all in.
Oh,
well, it's just that the weather is just now good enough to be able to do that kind of thing, and they're just packing in the most fun, learning little things they can.
The reactions to it are kind of varied. Somebody said, this is building up excitement. Spirit days are so fun, but this is a lot. Another woman said, as a woman of grown children, you're going to miss these days. Yeah. But then another woman said, I'd be so stressed out. I can't keep up with these themes every single week, but multiple weeks in a row. I hope my children's school never does this.
They will.
I have to help a child enjoy those last few days of school.
Yeah, and think about it this way, that if the school didn't do anything, you'd be complaining because why do they even go to school? It's so boring. No wonder they hate school. It's boring.
Yeah.
You
can't win. It's
what happened to just rolling the box TV out and just putting on a VHS?
That was kind of the experience.
I think that retired with my mom as a teacher. Yeah.
That's a shame.
That is a shame. Good day.
All right, let's go.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Subscribe to all the shows at tjriggins.com and never miss the latest episodes. Thank you for joining us. This is TJ and Riggins. TJ and Riggins. TJ and Riggins. TJ and Riggins.
The perfect start to the day.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show.
Just the best.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
So just a couple of quick things here. It was just yesterday we were talking about the price of Disney World, how much it costs to take your family to Disney World. Because Lindsay was saying that she's going to have to do it soon and, just face it head on. And then a thing went viral yesterday of a guy who was tracking a day at Disney with his family. He has 3 kids, but one day in the video that went viral, one day cost him $1,400.
No way.
For his family to be at Disney World.
No way.
$1,400 a day.
And you don't just go for a day or two. I mean, when you
no.
go, you go.
Yeah. Because I think he chronicled day 2 is what he did. Yeah.
Man, it hurts.
Mm-hmm. But I'm sure the family appreciated that.
I hope so. Yeah.
No, I'm saying of him going, you see how much all this costs?
Oh,
Look at this video and everything.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Like, okay, we get it.
Yeah.
Get it. And let us enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. If he's whipping out his phone every time they have lunch and complaining about that, kind of takes away from the whole experience.
Oh, absolutely.
I didn't think about it like that.
And depending on how old the kids are, they're going to know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. So, Disney's just bad news.
we just shouldn't have. Yeah.
I'm kidding. So have we talked about this? Have I ever asked y'all if you would take years off of your life to give them to your pet? I thought I'd asked y'all that before, but there's a survey out, an official survey. The people probably got it from this show.
Yeah.
The idea to do it. 56% of people said they would shave years off their life to give it to extend the life of their pets.
That's aggressive.
That is.
If I was single, like for my whole life and never had kids, I might have thought that, but now I would never think that.
Yeah.
I mean, I would never want to
Good.
be a day without my children. You know, like I can't fathom that, but I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people that answer this question answer because they don't want to be judged by the person asking the question. You know, like
Yeah.
if I say I wouldn't do it, are they going to think I'm horrible?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe.
but you would think the opposite.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right. That's called the Bradley effect. When you give the survey or the answer to the question you think that they want to hear or that they won't judge you, you think they won't judge you by. So hopefully that's what that was. But you know what? A lot of people, when they say that their pets or they like being around their pet better than humans and all of that, what that basically comes down to is that it doesn't matter what you do or how messed up it might be to everybody that you know. You like being around a dog, for example, because a dog can't talk and tell you that you're screwing up.
that's true.
Yeah, you're the problem for sure.
You know, that's when they always say they don't judge me, they love me unconditionally, and da 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 da. So that just makes it sound like a lot of times that you just want something there to love you and all that, and not tell you the truth about you screwing up or telling you that you need to do something different with your life than you're doing.
Yeah.
And people who love you are not going to just sit in silence if you're doing something that they think is wrong and it's messing up your life.
They don't want an intervention. They just want
they just want something to love them and say, no matter what you do, I love you. And you know who that someone is?
Who?
The Lord.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, God loves you and ain't nothing you can do about it.
That's right.
Nothing.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
So I just tried Mandu and it is freaking awesome. You need to check this out. It's a trainer-led electromuscle stimulation workout that increases energy, endurance, and strength. So just 15 minutes at Mandu is like 6 hours in the gym. So say goodbye to plateauing and achieve your fitness goals with Mandu. If you want to give it a try, your first session is absolutely free. So sign up at mandu.com or go to tjriggins.com/fitness.
Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. Watch the TJ and Riggins Show with new Carolina-specific content, deals, and more available to check out every weekday. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Media Center at TJRiggins.com and watch the TJ and Riggins Show, extra funny and new playlists. TJ Riggins TV is sponsored by Cozy Earth. Get that amazing 41% off deal that TJ has at our deals page using code TJ. TJRiggins.com/deals.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show with TJ, Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D Rob.
Sets the tone for my day.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
I forgot to tell y'all that I don't know how long I was away from not being here today, or actually not being anywhere today, except in the morgue.
What?
Last night, celebrating our heritage and Cinco de Mayo. We had tacos. I cooked tacos, just plain beef tacos.
Mm-hmm.
Not shredded beef, ground beef, Tex-Mex style.
Mm-hmm.
And I was cleaning the kitchen, and Jody was in there, and I was talking to her, and zip, 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 washing the dishes and doing the thing. And then I thought about, should I leave the taco meat warming on the stove for Boy when he gets home, or go ahead and put it up and then he can reheat it? So I had looked to see how long it would be before he got home. I said, nah, I'll just go ahead and put it away and then wash this skillet and everything. Well, he came home about 45 minutes later, and he said, it smells like gas in here. So when I took the meat off the stove, I guess I didn't turn the fire all the way off.
Oh, no.
And when it's all the way, when it's up a little bit, when you got it barely on a gas stove and the fire goes out, there's nothing to burn the gas that's still coming out of it. Mm-hmm. And we were just up in the middle of it and not smelling it or anything. He came in and it's like, so we end up, having to open the doors, the sliding glass doors and the windows and stuff.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I'm so glad he came home then.
I know. And I'm glad I don't smoke anymore.
Yeah, right.
Well,
Especially.
yeah. Oh,
So then while we were waiting on it to clear out, every time Jody would go touch something, like to turn on the lamp or whatever, I'd go, don't.
it is so scary. I'm sure. I mean, she was freaked out.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And I'm like, what happened to that super sense of smell you have, Jody?
Yeah.
Is it because y'all were already in there and you were like immune to?
I don't know, but she claims to be able to walk into a room where somebody, had just walked outside to get the mail and came back in, and you smell like the outdoors.
Yeah.
Like she claims that she can smell all of these things immediately, but not gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, right behind
And
her.
she goes, do we have a carbon monoxide detector? I said, yeah, and it would have gone off if it were that bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, right.
She goes, where is it? I said, I don't know.
I think they're built into your fire alarm too.
Yeah, they have to be in there for code and stuff now. And it's a new house, so
Yeah.
Yeah, Jody was sleeping on the job.
It's like
yeah.
Quit
your
crushing
one
candy
job.
and start opening them nostrils.
It's like
a
a
little bit
beagle.
better. Yeah,
And that's exactly what she was doing. We were watching TV and she was playing Candy Crush
of course.
at the same time.
Put down the iPad and start sniffing around. That's why we got you.
Yeah.
That's why we adopted you, Jody.
I mean, you're a dope dog.
I didn't smell a thing.
And she just kept saying, well, I'm glad he came home. Like looking at me like, you would have killed us.
Yeah.
I'm glad he came home. I'm glad he came home. I said, so am I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how that's the first thing I said too. I'm glad he came home.
Yeah.
I know, but she was saying it in an accusatory way.
Right.
Like, you could have killed us. And I said, well, Dr. Freud says there are no accidents.
It's true.
Ooh, think about that.
She goes, well, what does that mean? I said, I don't know.
Who's Dr. Freud?
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. TJ, Riggins, and Lindsay want to thank you for listening. Let's go! This is the TJ and Riggins Show. The most important stories in the world. This is Now Trending on the TJ and Riggins Show.
The Diddy trial began yesterday with jury selection. A lot of people waiting in line just to be spectators at this trial. They even have some hired line holders, placeholders, that are charging $25 to $35 an hour to reserve a place in line for somebody that just wants to be in the courtroom.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that didn't happen at that Alex Murdaugh trial.
Maybe it did. They just didn't report on it.
I remember a lot of people wanting to get into the courtroom for that one too. Where he, killed his family.
Yeah, when you grow up in a small town like I did, there are old retired men usually that will go to the courthouse every day and just go in and see what's going on, who's on trial for what,
That's crazy.
Because it's entertainment,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of dark. I mean, to see that every day.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a small town. You don't have anything else to do. And back then, they didn't have Netflix and stuff.
True.
Right.
It was your docuseries.
True crime was going to the courthouse.
There was no court TV.
Yeah,
there
yeah.
was court. There was a court play going on, a live stage show every day.
When that ID channel came around, it must have blown their heads.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
I don't have to go downtown.
I don't have to go to the courthouse. Yeah, and the crimes that were being committed in a small town probably not as gruesome or sort of explosive as certainly the Diddy trial, where prosecutors say they found 1,000 bottles of baby oil lubricant. So yeah, I mean they expect a couple people to testify, and they expect the trial to last around 8 weeks. So a lot of talk about it.
It's going to be longer than 8 weeks.
You think?
I mean, yeah.
Kind of crazy.
Would you want to be on the jury, Riggins?
No.
Would you, Lindsay?
Oh, yeah.
I feel-
Oh, yeah.
I don't think you would, Rob, because you wouldn't want to sit in the same spot all day for weeks at a time, probably.
But I'm so judgy. He would walk in and I'd say guilty.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
Right, well-
any lawyer worth his salt, if it's a defense attorney, would never put you on a jury.
they made a mistake when I was on it.
Yeah.
He walked in, I'm like, no, he looks like a killer. Okay.
They did say that will be one of the challenges of finding good jurors because everybody's seen the Netflix documentaries and the TV shows and all that stuff. So Diddy in the news today, top trending topic. The Met Gala, also one of the top trending topics, is an event in New York where celebrities dress up crazy, all in support of the National Arts Foundation or something like that. I'm not really sure. Who cares?
Yeah,
I mean, this is the epitome of like dumb celebrity stuff.
Yeah.
But some people like
it's a costume contest.
it's a costume contest,
Basically.
what it is. So it means nothing. It's just crazy. But it is one of the top trending topics today. And I don't want to go without mentioning today is National Nurses Day. National Nurses Day, the frontline workers.
So nurses and teachers,
That is correct.
both their days today.
They're going to have to battle it out for who gets appreciated more.
It's tough.
I hate to see that, but if you guys want to get inside an octagon and battle it out, hand-to-hand combat stuff, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, sure. Why
So
not?
love the nurses.
Right. And there's still no need to say male nurse. Some people still say that. He's a male nurse. You just say he's a nurse.
Yeah.
We get it.
We got it.
Just like if you talk about a guy who's a teacher, which they don't make hardly anymore. But still, if you see one, that rare albino rhino or whatever, it's so rare, you don't have to say he's a male teacher. Nobody ever says that.
He's a male
You say he's a teacher.
We got it. We know. Something you will never do again. Coming up next.
More TJ and Riggins coming up.
Okay, guys, I can't gatekeep this anymore. I cannot wait for you to try Love Indus skincare products. I am so obsessed with them. Love Indus has gotten awards in Cosmopolitan magazine, in Vogue, Beauty Best products. You're going to love Love Indus. It's a celebrated skincare line that blends South Asia's rarest ingredients with advanced dermatology. It consistently gets beauty reviews and rave reviews on the products. You have to check them out. Over 5-star reviews. It's insane. And I spoke with them, and they actually gave all the listeners of our show 21% off their entire order with code TJ. So get it at loveindus.com or the deals page at tjriggins.com/deals.
It's now easier than ever at the homepage, tjriggins.com. A Peyton's Promise button, where our great radio family goes to assist in helping everyone in our community. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
You're listening to the TJ and Riggins Show Birmingham, sponsored by Mandu at 2825 and a half 18th Street South, or find out about your first session being free at tjriggins.com/fitness.
Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show.
Listen everywhere.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Something you'll never do again. Coming up in just a second. But on Thursday, TJ, Lindsay, me, and TJ's wife Jody will all be at Lily and Grace, great boutique in Mooresville, North Carolina. Thursday afternoon, they're having I think it's called Mimosas and Mamas.
Yeah,
Or
mamas and mimosas.
Mamas and Mimosas. So you're going to have food and drinks and great sales. And if you need something to pick up for your mom, Lily and Grace is the place to do it.
They have everything.
They really do. So it's beautiful, and we'll all be there. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's in the Langtree of Mooresville, North Carolina.
Yeah, real excited for that. So that is on Thursday. Lindsay was talking about, she just came back from the Bahamas, and she was talking about going down all these water slides and stuff like that, these crazy water slides. She said they have was that true when you said 30 water slide parks?
Yes, it's just aggressive.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But I just saw on the internet yesterday after you mentioned that, somebody said, the one thing I'll never do again after doing it one time, going down a water slide in one of those slides where the floor just disappears and you drop down.
Yeah.
Have you seen those?
It gives me the heebie-jeebies.
They kind of make you stand in a tube and you're standing upright, obviously. And then, the floor just disappears and you go flying through it.
Yeah, I don't.
Straight down and then out.
I like water slides, but that's a little scary. That's a little aggressive for me, maybe.
Yeah, I don't ever want the feeling of falling, ever.
Right.
I'm so afraid of heights, so that's why I don't mind a water slide, no matter how high you go up, if it doesn't just drop down where I feel like I'm falling. If I feel like I'm sliding, I love it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
I don't need to be.
I'm supported.
Yeah.
It's like an amusement, like what do you call them? Tower of Terror, Drop Zone, or whatever. Same thing, right? Where you feel like you're falling. Hate
You
those.
remember how much I hated that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, terrible. And I don't know if Lindsay knows this, but Rob, that's one of his greatest fears is going down a water slide.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't believe he's ever done it, and he will never go down a water slide. He's just really scared of it.
Huh. I get that kind of.
Is there something that stands out to you that you tried it once and you're like, I'll never do that again?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's a scar in my memory forever. Sliding off of a second deck slide on a pontoon boat into shallow water because I almost broke my ankle doing that.
I remember that.
First day of vacation, we rented that boat and went out there, and I was supposed to land on my butt, and I landed on my feet, and boom.
Well, it's kind of hard not to land on your feet because, your feet are first, obviously.
Did anybody video that?
No.
That must have been crazy to see somebody land on their feet off of a slide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
But no, I went under because I buckled when I hit that shallow water. That's how much I buckled. I went all the way under. It was probably 4 feet of water, maybe.
Oh, my God.
Maybe 4.5. Yeah, it
Could
was
have
bad
snapped
business.
your foot,
I know.
right? Oh,
and I
my
spent the
God.
rest of the vacation in a boot.
Yeah.
An urgent care visit in a boot.
Sitting out on the beach in a boot. That's not, that could not be that
That
much
tan
fun.
line is not cute.
Do you have anything like that, Lindsay? What's something, because to me, mine are all related to food. The first time I tried wasabi, I was like, you know what? This is not for me. I like
Yeah.
hot. I'll never eat this again. I don't like it.
I have a ton of things. But talking about rides and amusement parks, I'll never do the swings. And remember those?
Yeah.
Because I've seen a video of them detaching and they fly.
Yeah, they launch people. In. Yeah.
What?
I wasn't allowed to ride that as a kid because an incident like that had happened not long before the fair came to town that year. And from then on, you are not getting on those swings. You can ride anything else, but not those swings.
The ones that are on the chains
Yeah.
that hang. Some people came flying off them.
In their chairs, you see them.
my God.
It's not funny, but you can't help but laugh because they're flying through the.
Crazy.
More TJ and Riggins coming up. Where are these huge discounts on great products? The deals page at tjriggins.com.
Check it out.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Yeah.
What is new radio? New radio is
Streaming everywhere.
listen to the show starting each weekday morning at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Okay, keeping up with the saga. Lindsay's colonoscopy is tomorrow, and yesterday she didn't know when she was supposed to start drinking that stuff to quote unquote prep herself, and it's not until 7 tonight, and then the colonoscopy's tomorrow afternoon. And we were saying earlier that listening to the show talking about ailments and then on our podcast this week my wife was talking about frozen shoulder and hormones and all this other stuff, and then almost started a forum accidentally on the DMs with other women chiming in on it and everything. And then as if Lindsay doesn't have enough old lady health problems, she made a divot in her forehead yesterday. She was wearing a hat that was a giveaway promotional hat at a ball game, and it had a knot in the very front of it behind the band, and she pulled it off, and there was a red full-on divot in her forehead, and it hadn't popped out by the time she left yesterday. So how long did it take it to come out?
All day. So after work, I went straight to the gym to my workout class. I walk in, I see a friend I haven't seen in a while, and she looks at me and goes, "Oh, are you okay?" And I went, "I'm fine. It's a hat thing. It's fine." So workout, whatever. I mean, I sweat a good amount in there. I'm wiping my face. It's still not gone. I'm leaving the class. The teacher's like, "Bye, Lindsay." And she's looking at me. She's like, "Hey, I got to ask you something." And so she was asking me a question about whatever. And she said, "Are you okay?" And I was like
pointing at it.
And I'm like, "I'm fine." I'm about to just lose it. It's a freaking hat.
But I mean, it was substantial.
It was
a substantial divot in your head.
Yeah.
And I think people would look at it and go, "Have you bumped your head on something, or is that somebody's ring?"
Yeah, that
has punched you in the forehead. Is there a date of graduation on that?
Yeah, right. I mean, it was, so I went home, I was so mad because the hat's cute. I said, I'm either going to throw it away or try to cut the divot out, which is on the seam.
Yeah.
So I got it out.
Yeah, because she knows about seamstressing and stuff.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, from her college training.
Yeah. But it was a rough day, all in all. Knowing I had a colonoscopy, knowing I have a dent in my head,
and then going the extra mile to save a free hat because it's cute. I love that.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
I love that.
TJ Riggins and Lindsay want to thank you for listening.
Let's go!
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
The Charlotte area is lucky to have experts like Bradham Comfort Services to help with all your HVAC and electrical needs. Do you need a generator installed or serviced? They can handle that too. Go to bradhamcomfort.com to check out their 50th anniversary specials and to schedule your HVAC, electrical, and generator service or installation today. That's bradhamcomfort.com for Bradham Comfort Services, servicing the Charlotte area for 50 years. That's bradhamcomfort.com.
It's now easier than ever at the homepage, TJRiggins.com. Click the deals button to get all our exclusive best deals anywhere from all of the TJ and Riggins Show partners. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
The TJ Riggins 24/7 Carolina stream is available in the Media Center at TJRiggins.com. Sponsored by R. Gregory Jewelers in Statesville. Go to TJRiggins.com/diamond. At R. Gregory Jewelers, we speak diamond.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show. With TJ, Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D Rob. Now back to the TJ and Riggins Show. Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
All right. Talk too much. Big boys gotta talk too much.
Go.
Lindsay, this is something hopefully will help you that you have needed your entire life. Being a motion sickness sufferer, as you are, and now you think you've got one of your offspring that has inherited that from you. I don't know that that's a generic trait, but, Southern people will say everything. You got that from your daddy. Well, you got that from your mama.
Yeah,
no matter what it is, everything's hereditary.
But the negative is your daddy.
Sure.
So this is a pediatrician who made this quick video. And she looks and presents herself more like a children's entertainer, like that Miss Rachel or somebody, one of those. She's all tatted up and stuff. And yeah. So this is what she says about nausea.
You want to know one of my favorite tricks if you're nauseous and stop nausea immediately? And a lot of people, no clue how it actually works, but it works. Alcohol pad. Open it up. Smell it. Isopropyl alcohol. No clue how it works, but it stops nausea immediate.
So alcohol pad You just carry those around with you, and you start getting nauseous. You smell it, she says, and it kills it.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Isopropyl, whatever alcohol. Mm-hmm.
Here's my question. What if you're nauseous from alcohol? Is that a good question?
You mean drinking alcohol?
Yeah.
I think probably it would. Nausea is nausea.
Yeah.
But then smelling it is just like, it's like I'm even more drunk now.
I wonder if it only works on motion sickness or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe
She
not.
said nausea. Yeah, I don't know.
Interesting. Okay. Well,
You got to try it, though.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
What do I need to do to?
Get some of those pads. You
No, I
can get
mean
them-
to make myself nauseous.
No, I'm just saying whenever you start to get car sick or something.
Yeah.
Or just spin around a few times in the floor like we did when we were kids.
Yeah.
Doesn't that work?
Yeah. My kids do that all the time. I'll try it.
Did
She's
you
amazing.
carry a jar of isopropyl? Does it have to be the pads?
Yeah, it'd be a lot easier to carry in a purse.
Yeah, I'm not spilling a big thing of.
Yeah, did you get your cotton balls too?
Just jam them up there.
Yeah.
Rob, I want to see you walking around with a big bottle of Alka-Rub in your pocket.
Yeah.
Your back pocket.
Yeah, that was the difference when I was a kid. Alcohol you drank. The other kind was called Alka-Rub.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alka-Rub.
Alka-Rub.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh my God. I love it. I love it. I love it.
This is TJ and Riggins. Get the latest extra funny episode at tjriggins.com, all major podcast platforms, and on YouTube. Thank you for joining us.
In 3, 2, 1.
This is TJ and Riggins. The most important stories in the world. This is Now Trending on the TJ and Riggins Show.
Florida, one of the top trending topics. There's a viral story out today of an 89-year-old man and his dog being mauled to death by a bear on their property. Woman called and said she had spotted her father's dog being attacked by a bear. So when authorities arrived, they found the dog and the 89-year-old a couple hundred yards away from the dog in a suspected bear mauling. So, as the bears come out during spring and early summer from hibernation, they're hungry and they're looking to eat.
Right, we're going to the mountains this weekend, and the bears are out, and where we're staying is pretty far away from. It's not in a neighborhood in the mountains. I mean, it's way up.
Yeah,
and it's my friend Mark's place, and I told you I almost got had a bear attack. I had a near attack there one time. We were out on the patio on the little deck, and they came up onto the deck, and I barely got in the house before they got around there.
That's
of course,
so scary.
it wasn't really looking to eat me. It was just running away, but I happened to be in the path.
Could have been.
Yeah. Could have been you.
So it could have just been like, hey, I wasn't planning on eating, but he looks delicious.
Sure. Tender.
You know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That boy looked tender.
Moist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Tad.
juicy. You know I'm
Yeah.
juicy.
That's right.
Ooh, greasy skin.
Yeah. You look like a
Some
Slim
greasy
Jim.
chicken.
Yeah.
Some fried chicken right there.
I'm like a chicken thigh, bone in, skin on.
That's right.
Mm.
Lindsay, do you know what Jody would do if she saw a bear?
Run? I don't.
Freak out.
Freak out. Yeah.
There used to be a Nissan commercial where the kid's imagining all these things as they're driving through town. And one of the things he imagines is this big bear coming up, and he's the size of all the buildings in the town and all that. And Jody looks at me and goes, "You better believe if I saw a bear following our car like that, I would freak out." Like, okay, well, that's not a real bear.
Yeah. You don't say. Yeah.
It's the size of Godzilla. It's
Yeah.
not
If
real.
I saw a baby that size, I'd freak out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not surprising me with anything.
Yeah, yeah. What about the lasers coming out of its eyes? Would you freak out then too?
That's amazing. And then the Met Gala top trending topic. I'll be so glad when that is not over because it is just celebrities wearing crazy outfits. So you can go check out the pictures. A lot of people surprised Rihanna's pregnant again. She showed up on the red carpet sporting a baby bump.
Is this her second?
I think this is her third.
Third?
She's
Okay.
having a lot of kids.
Yeah, it's the third one. Yeah.
Is it the third? Mm-hmm. So congratulations to Rihanna. There's a hypothetical question. It's gone viral. We will all get a vote coming up next.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
You've found your diamond in the rough, Now it's time to find a diamond to celebrate that love. R. Gregory Jewelers takes the search overseas to the diamond capital of the world, Antwerp, Belgium. We go thousands of miles to handpick from thousands of carats to discover the most beautiful diamonds before they're ever even seen by other stores. Antwerp sparkles with beauty and history, but its brilliant advantage to you is the best selection and value. For your 1 in a million, choose an Antwerp diamond from R. Gregory Jewelers.
Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. The easiest way ever to hear the new TJ and Riggins shows, archives, podcasts, watch the show, and more. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
You're listening to the TJ and Riggins Show Birmingham, sponsored by Mandu at 2825 and a half 18th Street South, or find out about your first session being free at tjriggins.com/fitness.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Baby, let's go.
Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show.
Remember last week when there was that viral question about how many versions of you it would take to kill a gorilla?
Yeah.
And
could 100 men take down a gorilla?
Could 100 versions of you kill a gorilla? Like you as you are now, just 100 duplicates with no weapons. How many would it take of you to kill the gorilla? And a lot of people were like, it would take only 2 of me because one would pin his arms and the other would punch him to death. It was just crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, the general answer was about 100. It's going to take 100 versions. Well, there's a new viral hypothetical question I thought was kind of interesting. And I'll ask you both. TJ, you are given 1,000 grapes, and one grape has the medicine in it to kill you. It's going to kill you if you eat it.
Yeah.
But every grape you do eat, you get $100,000. How many grapes are you going to eat?
None. Because you know my luck. The first one I picked up would be the poison one.
Yeah.
You would.
That would totally happen to you.
1,000 grapes.
Yeah.
He would pick the one
Yeah.
that would kill him.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
So 0.
Yeah,
I have not seen many people say that.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat any of them.
Okay, Lindsay, same question.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
You've got kids, just like TJ.
Yeah.
But it's $100,000.
You know what I would do? I would eat probably one, because what's the chances?
1 in 1,000.
But my problem is, it's like gambling. It's like, put me on a slot, I'm losing all my money, because I just keep,
Right.
So I hope my greed wouldn't get the best of me. I hope just one, and then I'd feel good about having a little bit of money.
Little $100,000 in your pocket. And
but
then
I'm still
stop.
alive. Yeah.
Well, one guy said 500.
He'd eat half of them.
He'd eat half of them.
Does he have a family?
Yes.
Wow.
And the guy goes, so you're going to take like a 50 chance that you're going to die? He's like, yeah. 500 and you get 100,000. I don't even know what that math breaks.
500,000.
No, 500 million or something, whatever that is.
I would be mad at my husband for saying that. Like, if I was his wife, I'd be like, what?
I totally agree.
My wife would be mad at me for saying what I did.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Probably.
She'd be like, you get in there and eat some grapes. You got to, come on.
You get in there and eat.
You love grapes. What's the problem? It's not going to kill you.
Get in there.
You could eat at least 5.
All right, let's go.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Prime Plus members get extra funny, commercial-free versions of all the shows and more. Sign up at TJRiggins.com. Thank you for joining us. This is TJ and Riggins.